That's confirming this idea of being in a state of defense or maybe even resistance before excitement and also before achievement and success. In November, you will start to see these changes, and from dark to light, you will start to see that. Hi lovely, thank you for tuning into your guidance from Spirit today. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled out some oracle cards to get us going with today's message, and then we will clarify any remaining questions with the tarot deck. So let's go ahead and reveal what your message is today. Your guidance is first quarter moon in Leo with Be Humble. Okay, we have here magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, and magic surrounds you. All right, here we have excitement and defense. One after the other, or one before the other. Defense before excitement is what it feels like right away. Archetype card is the Self. I was thinking with these cards, like they're very, this one is more multicolored than this one, but I just had this idea of things being multicolored with these two cards, and then this card is representing that aspect as well, being a multifaceted being. Okay, let's look at the tea leaf. We have shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. All right, we have the month of November. And we have here kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead, and then work, achievement, success. I was thinking with that, the shark as well, that's confirming this idea of being in a state of defense or maybe even resistance before excitement and also before achievement and success. We have these more challenging energies represented by defense and these two tea leaf cards, and then this it is notable that following is excitement and following that is achievement and success. In November, you will start to see these changes, and from dark to light, you will start to see that shift. You see the sun here in the November card is beginning to show its full effect and be fully visible to us. It is covered by the tree right now, but we will get the better access and view to that. And once you do, that becomes all-consuming and all-powerful here with the imagery of the rays of light coming out of the excitement card and just cutting through all of that challenging energy of needing to feel unsettled or needing to feel unsure and uncertain of your path ahead. Once you arrive to this state of pure excitement because your manifestation or your dream is starting to come true before your eyes, or something that has been really challenging for you is being removed, a blockage feels like it is being lifted for you, that cuts through all of that past challenging energy. And I'm looking here at the swords, and it makes me think as well of a word of guidance within that is to remember what that was, to not dismiss those feelings as never going to be able to touch you again or never going to impact your work again. We cannot be naive when you start to get what you want and feel like something is removed that was a challenge for you. Do not get too comfortable with that. Not to say that it's going to go away, but you have to remember where you came from to stay humble. Yes, your card is to be humble. That is your biggest advice, because you will be experiencing magic. You will be experiencing wishes fulfilled and miracles. And you are called to stay humble, and the Self is your card here as well. So really focusing on your own reactions and being clear on your own intentions behind this achievement. Again, this is starting to clear up for you this month if you're watching at the time that this is uploaded, in the month of November here with the tea leaf card. Yeah, so overall guidance is to be humble, to remember where you came from, to not totally dismiss. This is a message that says to take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. That sounds a little bit more dramatic, I think, than what you will face, but it is once again the message to remember where you came from, to remember those unsettled times, and treat this thing with care, because you have been on the other side where you know what it felt like to feel blocked or restricted or challenged or delayed. What you learned in that time and the strategies you used here, strategy is coming up big with defense, are still worthwhile to consider even in the change and even in the more optimistic side of things as you move into that. Still consider the work that is ahead of you. I feel that your actions perhaps will not be much different than what they were when you were in the state of defense or the state of being blocked, but your feeling and the energy you are pushing those actions forward with will just be, it will be the same, it will be more clear in the state of optimism and winning. It's like your actions and strategy doesn't necessarily need to change. The fact that so much weight and anxiety will be lifted for you is what is going to bring a different intention behind those same actions and bring you better results. So work is still required. Let's go ahead and see what you will be noticing this month in November. What is the collective going to notice taking place with these changes toward their manifestations and dreams? What can they expect to start happening here for them this month? Or at the time you're watching, whatever month you are in, you can apply this message, the timely message, to that as well. So we have here the Five of Wands. So again, we're starting in that place of defense or feeling like you are in conflict with others or in competition with others. Your actions on the dark side or the challenging side of this are fueled by the fear and by the intention to stand out from others. And so your actions have that intention of defending this and defending your spot and being valuable in this place compared to others, or amongst others rather. And so then when you finally feel like it's not even about people anymore, because you see that you succeed and you are naturally not too concerned with what other people are doing, you take the same actions, but this time your intention behind it is not to beat others or to keep up with others or outcompete them. It is just to nurture your thing and what you have created. It's much more optimistic and happy. It is much more joyful. It is less pressure and less intense. You feel like you can actually enjoy this more. The Ace of Wands definitely bringing back an element of enjoyment that you may have lost along the way, because the magic almost like convinces you once again that this is yours and it is for you and you are meant to do this. And beyond November, what do we see for longevity and stability of this for the collective? We have here the Ace of Cups. So with a new open heart and clear intention, I believe that this is something that can work for you in more ways than one. It is incredibly fulfilling, and that is all you should be concerned about to start. You know that you will be fulfilled, and so getting in your head and saying, well, when will I stop being fulfilled? Because maybe you've had a pattern where you start to get into things, and then when you feel like you earn like a base level of skill there, you get a little bit bored, or you're just not passionate about it as you once were when you began the project or the work. This is something where I feel like there's opportunity to expand your passion and your knowledge and to reignite the emotion behind it. And it is fulfilling long term. Page of Cups, definitely, like you're able to make changes, to make improvements, to kind of switch gears, like, yeah, you have more creative control. It could be something artistic, so where you are called to, as an artist, whatever type of movement you want to expand on, or different themes you want to explore, different mediums of creating art. It is something that you can have the opportunity to learn and expand your knowledge. Page of Cups is a learner, is someone who, as we all start somewhere, the Page of Cups is starting at the beginning and is emotionally fulfilled by the learning process. We've got here King of Swords. I was saying, like, you're the artist in control. You are an independent artist. You are, you know, you have a lot of voice with this. Like, you are the creative director, something like that is what I see with the King of Swords. You are making decisions and you are making game time calls, and it is up to your leadership to direct this. Yes. Okay, I'm looking at this card. Got here the Knight of Cups, so you are definitely moving up in this process. You'll be able to offer more and show that you have more skill and like you're well-rounded. You were cross-trained, if that applies to your work. Like, you have developed a skill with a few different mediums. And then I was looking at this card first. So we've got the Hanged Man with the Ten of Swords. So those two cards together, what are they telling us? The Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. There could be some pushback at times that challenges your direction and your vision, and you welcome this. You do welcome opportunity to get feedback, whether it is from a general public or from people working with you directly who have experience in this space. You must be open to receiving feedback, because no project is great with only one mind behind it. If the intention is to reach and communicate with a lot of people, to evoke emotion through a lot of people, those types of projects, I believe, can only be strengthened and fortified by others coming in with their perspective. The self, like, be humble and realize that others have things to offer as well. Though you may technically have the role of making these calls and making decisions, you are challenged here to be humble, to maintain your ego through that, through wielding more power, you learn to tame the ego at the same time and use that to the best advantage of everyone. You highlight other people and their perspectives as well, and that is what makes it so great and impactful and emotional. It's really all about the emotional heart space and what that evokes toward others. And the Sun here, community. How are people receiving you? How are you impacting your community? And the best way to do that is to build a community to represent a larger community. So taking the opinions of others and using your authority to uplift those voices as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some final guidance here. I think that is your message. How will this happen? I think we have the guidance, absolutely, but how is this going to happen for the collective? And can we know anything about what this adventure will entail? So we've got here the Seven of Pentacles. So it is a practice. It is involving consistency and showing up every day. The Moon, challenging yourself to maintain those high expectations of consistency and remaining on target, remaining on path, keeping your goal in mind. Seven of Wands. How is this going to come to you? You might reach a point where you feel like you have nowhere else to turn other than to your emotions and what kinds of things manifest and are created from that emotional internal space when you examine it and when you pinpoint exactly what that feeling is. You find that you are backed into a corner where you simply cannot move on without detangling these situations. It's again directed toward you and working through these emotional aspects. So you'll feel like there's nowhere to turn other than toward this revelation or discovery about yourself. Like there's no other option, or the best option is to lean into that, to lean into the discovery, to detach who you are at your core from the discovery, if it is one that is a little bit more challenging for you to kind of work through and accept even, or just acknowledging it is a good place to start. But regardless, whatever is being birthed from this revelation is powerful and impactful and means a lot to other people as well. Be humble. You are a instrument to express what a lot of people feel and experience, and that is a beautiful gift and role you have been given in this lifetime from Spirit, and I hope you are able to see it that way, as a gift. Yeah, this is magic being created for you, so make a wish and believe that your miracles are coming for you. That is your message. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for sticking around to hear all of your message and guidance. If you did enjoy, take the time to leave a comment. Even if you just say hi, I would love to say hi back. Like the video and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future messages. But with all of that said, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one.